Dunking food in hot oil is one of the oldest cooking methods there is. But as a hunter who's been butchering and cooking my own wild game meat for over a decade, I have not once deep fried my deer meat. So today we're giving it a try, and I couldn't just do this one way. I want to try it out 2 different ways. So we are chicken frying our backstrap and deep frying it straight up to see if it is worth your time and your effort. Here we have our beautiful hunk of backstrap. This is one big old piece that I purposefully butchered this way so that I could run these types of experiments. So it's a fair playing field. The deep fried steak and the chicken fried steak are both coming from the same animal. So to prep this, I'm going to remove the silver skin and then cut it into individual steaks for our chicken fried. I'm gonna pound this out nice and thin using a meat mallet, and then we'll get to our breading. For the deep fried steak, all I'm doing is seasoning it with some salt and pepper, keeping it very simple and letting the deep fried oil do the talking. Okay, it is time to chicken fry. So this is going to be a buttermilk based chicken fry. So first thing I'm gonna do is add an egg to my wet ingredient side. I'm gonna scramble this and then take about half of it out and feed that half to Abby because it'll just be too much liquid. And then to our egg, we'll add our buttermilk. Then to our dry ingredients, this is really simple. We're going in with flour, baking soda, baking powder, and some salt and freshly ground black pepper. You really wanna make sure that all of the baking powder and baking soda is broken up. It's the worst when you take a bite of something and it's just like a big ball of baking soda. Doesn't taste very good. So make sure it's all incorporated really well. The steps to chicken fry are flour, then your egg mixture, then back to the flour. We'll put it on a wire rack and let it sit in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes to rest. That'll allow the breading to kind of thicken up and it'll stick a little bit better to our meat before we are ready for the deep frying. Oil is preheating. We are using peanut oil tonight, and I want it to hit around 350 degrees Fahrenheit. When I put these steaks in, it's gonna drop the oil temperature a little bit. So as long as we can stay between 325, 350, somewhere in there, I think that'll be good. I'd imagine this is gonna taste pretty good just because oil, like anything cooked in fat, is pretty delicious. So we're about to find out. Oh my gosh, it's working, it's happening. Now I imagine this is gonna happen really, really fast, like just a minute or 2. One of the thermometers is reading 158, the other's now reading 129. Oh, they look so good. That was incredible. Look at how beautiful. Oh, there's a little Abby hair on there. Look at that. They're beautiful. And they cooked so fast. I was expecting it to be like a minute or 2. No, that was maybe 30 seconds. And they probably are closer to medium well because it happened so fast. We're gonna let them rest. And while they're resting, we're going to deep fry our chicken fried steaks, deer steaks. That's so funny. Looking good, looking good. We want that breading to get nice and golden brown. Give them a flip. Very nice. All right, the time has come to eat our deep fried backstrap. I cannot believe how amazing these little nuggets look. I had watched a couple videos of people doing this with beef steaks, and all of the beef steaks looked amazing. But because venison is so lean, I mean, I know I'm literally cooking it in oil, in pure fat. I just wasn't sure that it was going to crisp up like this and, or you know, like have a nice, delicious sear on the outside. So that looks amazing. This is kind of blowing me away right now. And our chicken fried backstrap, we'll see. If there was chicken inside of this breading, without a doubt, this would be a 10 out of 10. I don't know how it's gonna be with the backstrap. So I'm gonna start with our plain old deep fried backstrap. Wow! Let's see how she's cooked. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. Wow, I'm really excited for this right now. That looks amazing. I have my steak sauce on standby, but I wanna try these first as is. Cheers. Okay. I'm gonna go in for a second bite. Cheers. Should I share my thoughts right now? Incredible, delicious sear on the outside. Like I can actually feel the crispy crust as I'm biting through, which is amazing. The salt level is fantastic. Overall cooked so well. It didn't do anything to help the gamey flavor. Really what I'm trying to do is figure out a way to balance the gamey flavor. You know, you're not like taking it away completely. Venison is venison, it has its own flavor. But I think most of you understand what I mean when I say gamey. It's when the venison is tasting too wild, a little too earthy, you know? Yeah, deep frying didn't do anything to take away the gaminess. Now, I'm so curious if I wet brined this ahead of time, what would happen? If I dry brined it ahead of time, what would happen? So there's a lot left for me to explore here, but just straight up taking a piece of backstrap and deep frying it, will it be good? It'll be pretty good, but it's gonna be gamey. So if you don't have a problem with it tasting gamey, you might really like this. But if you're like me and you want those flavors a little more delicate, it needs a little more treatment before the cooking, you know?
Compared to charcoal.
Charcoal, just like smoky flavor, just pairs so well with wild game. So I prefer that over this. Yeah, certainly I prefer that over this. But do I prefer this over like a steak cooked in a cast iron pan? Yeah, this is better than a steak cooked in a cast iron pan. Moving on. I'm really glad that I tried the deep fried backstrap first because our chicken fried, which I know it's also deep fried, but you know what I mean. That's how I'm differentiating them. Our chicken fried has a little something that might cover up, that might reduce, that might tone down the gamey flavor. This is going to be really interesting. Now it seems that most people who enjoy chicken fried backstrap enjoy it with gravy, but I want to try it straight up first so we get the real flavor of it. Here we go. Okay. She was so thin. Couldn't have, expected her to be anything else. Okay, the breading's kind of coming off as I cut it, but here we go. This is a nice bite with a lot of breading on it. Cheers. Wait, it's changing as I chew it. Second bite. Cheers. Okay. Wow. You know what? Going into this video, I was honestly a pretty big hater of chicken fried backstrap. Just like chicken fried red meat has never been attractive to me. It's actually remarkable how less gaminess there is in this chicken fried backstrap versus just the deep fried. Like almost night and day difference. Like I would guess that this was a doe and that was a buck, but we know that this all came from the same deer and it was a buck. yeah, the breading does something to balance that out. I don't love it just like this though. Like, you need some gravy with it. But I would actually give chicken fried backstrap a much higher rating than I would have 24 hours ago. So is deep frying your backstrap worth it? My final thoughts are, no, not if you're just gonna throw a backstrap in some oil like this. It's still gonna be gamey, and I just know that there's better ways to cook it that will taste more delicious. Now, the caveat to that is if you maybe brine it, if you maybe marinate it, there is a lot more potential here. So I'll leave it at that, a little bit to be determined, but overall, don't just throw a hunk of backstrap in oil because it will still be gamey, unless you like it like that. Now for our chicken fried backstrap, is it worth it? I think it's worth it if you're in the mood to switch things up. Is this the way that I would prefer my backstrap to be cooked every single time? No. Through all this testing that we've done here on the channel, there are other ways that I enjoy eating backstrap more, but this with some gravy, I think it's pretty fun. And I think especially in like a deer camp setting, a lot of people would probably enjoy this. And it did cut down on the gaminess. So overall, I would say chicken fried gets like a B rating out of me. Definitely worth giving a try when you're in the mood to switch it up. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. How do you like to prepare your backstraps? Leave it in the comments down below and let me know what else I should try in these experiment videos. I appreciate you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one.